for a while now. Every time I post a video here in Peru, the comments keep bringing up one district. Not Barranco, not Miraflores. I keep seeing the same thing. You need to go to Jesús María. So today, I'm here to see what makes this district so special. What's up, everybody? I'm starting the day off at one of the most classic sangucherias here in Lima. After that, I'm headed to the area that a lot of people consider to be the heart of Jesús María. I wanted to get the pan con chicharrón. Peru just recently won the prize for the best breakfast in the world based on the pan con chicharrón. But my stomach has been bothering me for a while, so I figured that the turkey would be a lot more easy on my stomach. Man, that market is massive. Really, really, really big. Walking through there, I had a flashback. I now remember that I came to this community and walked around a little bit the first year that I was in Peru. It's a long time ago.
Smiles on everyone. I think of you and of all I should have done. You told me the thing would shape off on the journey. Place your
Buenas tardes. A lot of people have told me to come out here to Mars Field. Unfortunately, when I finally get time to come out here, looks like the whole thing is closed off for 3 months. Looks like they're renovating it. Spoke to a lady and she said they started last month. I mean, not last month, I think they started in December.
Y esa noche contigo no la voy a borrar. La pasamos cabrón con la juca prendida en la disco y tú encima. No te hagas, yo sé lo que tú quieres. No tengo paciencia para tus vueltas y placeres. Mordiéndote los labios, mirándome pa' ver. Estoy loco por tocarte, sin enamorarme. Disfruta la aventura, se queda entre nosotros. Si mañana no nos vemos, siempre será mi chula. No estamos fingiendo esto, voy pa' la tuya. En modo peligroso, porque esto nunca dura. Y tú estás atachada, dale. Tú estás atachada, dale. Tú estás atachada. Tú estás atachada.
Well, I'm hungry now. I'm on my way to a new restaurant. It's a Criolla restaurant, I believe. I've not been there before, but the food looks amazing, so I'm gonna walk over there.
Maybe you can see it. You want what's wrong. Simple, you won't feel it. Making promises I don't know. Leave me all the way I'm gone. Why don't I just leave you alone? Where you gonna go except for my mind? Can't ever say the things you let go. I think you're waiting.
¿Cómo estás?
¿De qué país eres?
Los Estados Unidos.
Ah, ya, ya. ¿De Nueva York o Nueva Jersey?
De Indiana.
¿Juega béisbol?
¿Ah?
¿Juega béisbol?
No entendí.
¿Juega deporte béisbol?
Ah, no. Yo soy ingeniero de electrónico.
Ah, ya.
Sí.
¿Pero qué deporte te gusta? ¿Qué deporte?
Básquetbol.
Alto. ¿Habla bien el castellano?
Más o menos.
Sí.
Sí, más o menos.
Sí, veo que lo hablas bien.
Sí, más o menos.
Cásate con una peruana, man.
¿Cómo?
Cásate con una peruana.
Algún día, amigo. Ya sea.
Suerte.
La esquina tuya para acá. Venga, tú esa esquina para acá. Para una derechado. No, para nada, güey.
That food was pretty good. I mean, it wasn't drive across town to try it, pretty good. I wish the meat was a little bit more tender, but it's still pretty good. I got it without. They have ají, but I didn't try the ají. My stomach's been bothering me, so I didn't want to test it. This looks like a police office, but it's not. Peru, and I'm not certain of the full history, but when I first arrived here, I assumed that there was police all over the place. But I later found out they aren't the police. The guys you see in like the blue uniforms are actually part of a civil defense force called the Serenascos or Serenos. And actually, they're unarmed. So there's not much they can do against violent crime, but you will see them a lot, especially like Miraflores, San Isidro, Barranco. In fact, most of the cities here, you will see them there, but it's a rarity that you will see an actual police officer. So I am back today. I had to cut my video short yesterday because my goddaughter and her sister needed me to babysit them. Yesterday I realized that I had been to this area before, and I actually wanted to move here because I really like the way that it's set up, especially that downtown area. It's very peaceful. You have a lot of good restaurants around that market. Everything there is really affordable, and from what I've seen, this is the case throughout Lima, throughout a lot of Lima. There's a lot of new apartment buildings that are being built, new condos are going up all over the place.
There is a life I lead in this city, hurrying to cut my teeth. I can take what I need to get by. It doesn't make it easy. The other piece of my heart moves slow, somewhere in the great unknown. When I return from the afterglow, will you carry me like I am whole again? Wait, hold on, put me together. Take me back where I belong. I want it all. I had a feeling, but the feeling is all gone. Wait, hold on, put me together. Take me back where I belong. I want it all. I had a feeling, but the feeling is all gone.
So I wanted to come over here and highlight this area because this is one of the areas that was built in and around the time when Jesús María became a district. And as you can see, as I walk through this area, it's not just, hey, let's just stick a bunch of apartment buildings here. This is actually built like a community where you not only have the places for people to live, but then you also have places for people to shop at. You have grocery stores, pharmacies, restaurants. You have a little bit of everything here. And there's not too much need living in this area that you need to go out to any other areas, which is kind of what Jesús María as a district. I mean, you essentially have everything here. I now understand what a lot of people are saying, you know, come to this area because it has everything. Impossible to come to Jesús María and not talk about La Avenida Salaverry. I've ridden my bike down this path so many times I can't even count. What I really love about it is that if you go from here, it goes all the way to the coast, and then when you get to the coast, there's another path that you can take all the way over to the Miraflores. But you got to be a little bit careful when you're walking along this road because you got people on bikes, you got people on motorbikes and mopeds as well. They come by pretty fast.